My name's Davida Shinsky, and the title of this program is Live Without Limits Dreams Come True with the Right Mindset. And today we're going to talk about the 5 annoying and frequent food cravings. What is your body trying to tell you? And one of the reasons I wanted to talk about this is how well you and the nourishment that you take into your body affects the brain, affects your concentration, and also affects your mental health. Therefore, it's important for you to understand how certain foods are very important to the body because they tell you how you shouldn't eat sweets and you shouldn't eat bread and you shouldn't, and the thing is, even if you don't eat it, what's going to happen? Your body's going to crave those things sooner or later. So the 5 annoying and frequent food cravings. What is your body trying to tell you? Food cravings can make it hard to concentrate on sometimes really get anything done. This can also get quietly derail your healthy eating plans. They might further lead you on a wild goose chase where you're basically pulling out everything from your pantry just in case there might be what you crave in the back of the cupboard. Yeah, we've all been there. The craving tugs at you, and all you want to do is basically shut it up by giving it whatever it needs to do so. So we're here to help you out while making mindful and good for you body choices. Whether you're craving a sweet food or salty chips, we're going to get to the bottom of it in this show. And is it chips that your body actually needs? What does it mean when all you want is to devour a giant chocolate bar in one go? Let's take a look. Now, remember, women, when they're pregnant, they tend to have certain cravings during the pregnancy, and that's because they're growing a baby within themselves, and that baby needs certain nourishments and certain minerals and certain whatever. So, what happens is you start to crave certain things and have odd cravings, and you've heard about it for so long. So, does your body crave what it needs? Not necessarily. This is confusing because, yes, your body is urging you to eat something that it might need, but at the same time, it might be urging you to eat at that which, or rather, it might be urging you to eat a food that doesn't really support your overall health. A prime example, salty cravings. Your body might need salt at that same time. This can be indicate the other imbalances, but chips aren't always the best food source to grab it for this. The truth is, there isn't much nutritional value in a bag of chips, unfortunately. Yet, a whopping 90% of people experience food cravings. In other words, you aren't alone. Studies further show that females are more likely to crave high fatty and sweet foods. Meanwhile, men are more likely to crave salty and savory food items. So, what gives? Why are food cravings happening to you? Do nutritional deficiencies cause cravings? Partially, yes. A diet with low nutrients is more likely to cause food cravings than not. This often means you aren't getting the nutrients that your body needs so that it can perform at its best. Yet, before we dive into exactly what your cravings might mean, nu- nutrient wise, it's important to keep in mind that there are various reasons that you might be experiencing cravings. If these cravings are common and really urgent feelings, you may want to consult with your doctor. Various other factors that may be and play a role here, including hormonal imbalances, insufficient sleep, PMS, dehydration, gut bacterial imbalances, processed food consumption, physical activity levels, stress, mood, eating association with your brain associates eating certain food in particular situations or contexts. Your personality. Inevitably, it isn't all about nutritional deficiencies. In fact, your cravings could involve a combination of all or some of the above. This is why it's so important to get to know your body and tune into it. That way, you can truly listen to it and determine what is actually needs. What does my craving mean? Well, Chelsea Clinton, the only daughter of the former U.S. President Bill Clinton, has said, I'm a big believer in listening to my body's cravings. And when it comes to your common food cravings, meaning listening to your body isn't awful advice, but our body is an intelligent machine that is very capable of telling us what it needs and when it needs it. If you feel tired, you likely need to rest or potentially to learn to balance your blood sugar. That's for a whole other art show. But if you're unable to sleep, maybe you're stressed and need to find ways to relax. You get the picture? But how can you pinpoint if your food cravings is due to nutritional deficiency? Here are a few of the nutrient deficiency symptoms to help you figure it out. Hair loss, burning sensation on the tongue or feet, slow healing wounds, bone pain, heartbeat irregularities. It's hard to see in the dark, dry skin, fatigue. If you think you have a nutrient deficiency, it's probably a good idea to discuss your options with your doctor. With this in mind, here are a few common food cravings and what they mean. If you're craving chocolate, you might need magnesium. Magnesium is literally involved in hundreds of chemical reactions to the body. It is involved in energy production, protein creation, repairing of DNA, muscle contractions, nerve regulation, and more, instead of opting for chocolate. Although the chocolate does have magnesium and a piece here and there is actually good for you, try eating more pumpkin seeds, greens, almonds, cashews, and Brazil nuts. If you're craving something sweet, you might need chromium, carbon, phosphorus, sulfur, or tip- tryptophan. Yes, this one is ultra confusing. It can also mean you might just need to eat more. Actually, since when your body craves something sweet, that it also indicates that it has a higher energy need than what you're offering it. Some great foods to consume that include these nutrients include grapes, broccoli, fruit, chicken, eggs, beef, dairy, fatty fish, cranberries, cabbage, horseradish, cauliflower, sweet potatoes, raisins, and spinach. Try incorporating more of these and see if it quenches your food cravings. If you're craving something salty, you might need chloride, silicone, or salt. Most likely it's not salt, although it can be. This is simply because most North Americans actually overconsume salt on a daily basis. If you're looking for more foods with chloride and silicone, eat more fatty fish, goat milk, nuts, seeds, and cashews. If you're craving carbs, you might need nitrogen. Nitrogen is actually the ultra important for protein production, as well as the creation of various hormones. To gain more of this nutrient through your diet, eat meat, salmon, beans, nuts, and chia seeds. If you're craving fried foods, you might need calcium. Many of us stop drinking milk when we become adults, yet this also means that many adults are actually deficient in calcium, and calcium is necessary for bone growth and repair, as well as muscular contractions. Luckily, there are many options here, including milk, cheese, and leafy greens. Figure out your food cravings to achieve optimal health. At the end of the day, cravings aren't there just to annoy you. It really is your body trying to tell you something is wrong. Or it's going to be if it doesn't get what it needs. You can't build a house without the proper resources. And your body can't repair function without them either. You can even opt to do a bit of your own experimenting here, such as adding a few different foods back into your diet and seeing if it makes a difference when it comes to your food cravings. And remember, you can't measure what you don't track. Make sure that you keep a food diary and notes on how it goes so that you can get to the bottom of it once and for all. And remember, the last thing that I'm going to say to you here is remember, only you can decide what you need. Someone else may want to tell you what you need to eat, but they're basing it on their own body. So, what you might need to do is become more aware of who you are and what your needs are, and don't worry about what someone else wants to tell you. You have to take control of your life.